Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show as usual, and today we are going to look at the match between India and the West Indies. As I said yesterday that India were clashing with the West Indies after 30 years. They have clashed with West Indies, but in England they were clashing. The last time that they clashed, that was in the 1983 World Cup, when India actually defeated West Indies in the finals of the 1983 World Cup to lift the World Cup in 1983. So this was after 30 years that on the same territory India were taking on West Indies, and what a match we had. In fact, it ended in an emphatic victory for India by 8 wickets, with the shining features being Shikhar Dhawan going on to pick up his second successive century in the ICC Champions trophy, which has never been done by anybody. So that was a record, and over and above that, this is also his third successive century in international cricket, because he scored the fastest test century against Australia, as you remember, then these 2 centuries. So there are 3 centuries on the trot for Shikhar Dhawan, and what a player he is turning out to be. The way he is playing now, it looks like he's becoming an ideal replacement for the swashbuckling batsman who is not there in the team, Virendra Sehwag. And not only that, his opening partnership with Rohit Sharma was also something which was a very good feature, has been a feature of the ICC Champions trophy, because the openers once again put a century partnership today of 101, with Rohit Sharma contributing 52, and Dhawan in the end was not out on 102. And as far as the bowling was concerned, Ravindra Jadeja with his left arm spin did something which no one has actually done it in the Champions trophy, and that is taking a 5-wicket bag. And what a superb bowler Ravindra Jadeja is turning out to be. 10 overs, 2 maidens, 36 runs and 5 wickets in his name, and he was rightly named man of the match. So just talking about the match, this was played at the Kensington Oval here at London, and the toss was won by India, and India very rightly, what they did is they know that they are very good chasers, and that's the precise reason they actually put the West Indies into bat. For West Indies, well, today the good thing that happened for them is, according to me, I've always been vouching for it. I've always been saying that what is the role Darren Sammy can play in the West Indies team, and this is precisely the reason that I've been telling this in my preview and all my reports, because I'm a great follower of Darren Sammy, because I thought he's a great motivator of cricket, of West Indian cricket, and he has always led from the front. But he was dropped for the game against Pakistan, but I was pretty happy to see Darren Sammy come in and see what he did, even though West Indies lost in the context of things by making, in fact, the score from 117 for 9 for 8 when Nareen departed. Look at what was the type of scoring that Darren Sammy did, because the West Indies were really struggling with the run rate, and they were 117 for 9 for 8 in the 44th over, and probably one was thinking whether they would be able to even reach 215 or 220. But here it is Sammy really pushing this West Indies total onwards to 233 for 9 of 50 overs, which was a respectable total. And what was his contribution? He had an unbeaten 56. It was a whirlwind knock from him. Of the last 4 overs, he really thrashed the bowling, almost 42. In fact, all his strokes, all his boundaries and sixes has come only in the last few overs, which was the slog overs, and Darren Sammy's contribution was an unbeaten 56 of just 35 deliveries, 5 fours and 4 sixes, absolutely shattering the good bowling analysis that Ishan Sharma had. He had, in fact, in 9 overs he had given only 20 odd runs, and here he is on 10 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 43. It was all thanks to Darren Sammy's pyrotechnics, and that's what Darren Sammy can do. He's such a clean hitter of the ball, and he really thrashed the Indian bowling in the latter part of the game, which was very important, and what a knock it was. So that's the precise reason I always say that Darren Sammy should be an automatic inclusion in the West Indies cricket team. Not out on 56 of just 35 deliveries, 5 fours and 4 sixes rained from his bat. Look at it. 36 runs, almost more than 40 runs he has notched up only in the final overs, and that's the reason West Indies finished up at 233 for 9. They should owe a great thanks to Darren Sammy. Even they lost it, I thought this 233 would not have been reached if Darren Sammy had not come up with his pyrotechnics. Well, other than that, for West Indies, well, it was not a good start at all. Gale actually started off aggressively. He had 4 fours in his knock of 21 of 18 balls. And what he did is he actually, Bhuvneshwar Kumar got a ball to him which bounced on him, and Gale tried to actually play it through the slips, and Ashwin, who's now becoming a specialist slip fielder for India, just moved back and held the catch in a very nice manner. So he was gone for 21. Johnson Charles was the highest scorer. He played a few strokes. He was not afraid to go over the top. He dealt with everybody in a stern manner. Whether it was Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Umesh Yadav, Ishan Sharma, Virat Kohli. He was the one who was actually making the runs, and that was a partnership. Darren Bravo joined him, 25 for 1 in the 5th over when Gale departed. Johnson Charles and Darren Bravo were the crease. Darren Bravo was a very, very sedate partner. He was really playing the waiting game. Johnson Charles was doing all the scoring over there, and things were looking pretty good for West Indies. They have reached the 100 mark in the 20th over, and Charles was looking good, and that is the time this particular thing happened. Jadeja was the man who really put a sort of a spanner into the works for the West Indies by first picking up the wicket of Johnson Charles, who was LBW. He tried to hit across a ball from Jadeja, was adjudged LBW bowled Jadeja for 60 or 55 balls with 7 fours and 2 sixes, which made the score 103 for 2. After that, Marlon Samuels it was a forward defensive stroke which actually hit the pad first and then the bat, went for the review. Up came the umpire, third umpire coming in the decision review system, ruling that Samuels was out. He was gone. LBW bowled Jadeja for 1, made the score 105 for 3. Ram Naresh Sarwan, he did nothing. He has come here in the ICC Champions trophy and he has not done anything of note. And here he was, Sarwan was gone, caught by Dhoni, trying to cut. He was caught by Dhoni with the bowling of Jadeja for 1, which made the score 109 for 4. Darren Bravo, as I said, could not force the pace. He was struggling. He was not able to read Ashwin's spin very well. He was really, really struggling with his timing, and he was partnered at that time by his brother. So the Bravo brother slowly puts the score on to 140, and this was the time. This time Umesh Yadav was brought into the attack, and Umesh Yadav got Bravo by inducing him into a pull shot, which he actually skied it to square leg. Jadeja took the offering, and he was gone for 25 or 40 balls with 3 fours, which made the score 140 for 5. And then it was pretty tough going for the West Indies, even though the batting power play was taken with 2 very good hitters at the crease, Dwayne Bravo and Kieron Pollard. Nothing much could be done as the bowling was good. In fact, Kieron Pollard briefly flourished by hitting 2 good sixes of the bowling of Ravichandran Ashwin, depositing him for 2 consecutive sixes, big ones at that. And then after that, Dwayne Bravo was the next to go. Yadav actually picking up it was not Dwayne Bravo, it was in fact Dwayne Bravo, I just made a mistake here. Dwayne Bravo was actually stumped. It was a tomfoolery by Ashwin. Ashwin got the ball to really spin away, and Darren Bravo in the coming forward was absolutely beaten. Dhoni whipped off the bails, and he was gone for 35 of 83 balls to 2. It was a painstaking 35 from Darren Bravo, I thought. Kieron Pollard contributed 22 of 32 balls with 2 sixes. He was a victim of Ishan Sharma. Dwayne Bravo, the captain, perished as he was caught by Jadeja, the bowling of Yadav for 25 of 40 balls with 3 fours. Sunil Narine, under the circumstances, Darren Sammy was at the crease, and it was pretty ugly to see Sunil Narine attempting to loft Jadeja. What was very important was Sunil Narine had to actually take the singles and give all the strike to Sammy, because he was the most recognized batsman. But Sunil Narine's thinking was not right here. Tried to hit over the top. Perished. Karthik took the catch in the deep. He was gone for 2. Rampal was trying to hoik Jadeja across the line, was bowled by Jadeja, and then, as I said, 179 for 8 when Narine departed, and then Rampal departed with the score on 182. 182 for 9 in 45.3 overs, and after that, see what Darren Sammy did. Darren Sammy crashed 56 runs of just 35 deliveries, 5 fours and 4 sixes, and look at what he has done. Such an important knock he has played. If you look at it, it is almost 51 runs were added by Darren Sammy. Darren Sammy, and Kemar Ross was just a spectator. In fact, all the 51 runs was added by Darren Sammy. In the balanced balls that were left, you are looking at 28 balls. In 28 balls, Darren Sammy smashed 56 runs of 35 balls with 5 fours and 4 sixes. He's such a good striker of a cricket ball. He's a clean striker of a cricket ball, and he's a powerful hitter of the cricket ball. What a player, Darren Sammy. 233 for 9 of 50 overs was the final tally for West Indies thanks to Sammy. The bowling figures, which was looking absolutely superb till such time Darren Sammy did immense damage. Bhuvneshwar Kumar 1 for 32. Umesh Yadav 9 overs 1 for 54. Well, Umesh Yadav was not effective. In fact, he got a wicket, but I thought Umesh Yadav was not bowling in the right areas. Ishan Sharma got his figures rearranged. 10 overs 1 maiden 143. Ashwin 9 overs 2 maidens 1 for 36, bowled well. Jadeja was the pick of the bowlers. 10 overs 2 maidens 36 runs and 5 wickets. He also had his figures absolutely shattered by Darren Sammy. 4 overs for 26 for Virat Kohli. Well, as far as India were concerned, it was a walk in the park for India, as India once again put up a very good opening partnership with Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan playing some pleasing strokes to the eye, and especially Shikhar Dhawan was a fearless knock, full of bravery from Shikhar Dhawan, not afraid to hit all the bowlers. Rohit Sharma was absolutely panache, and both of them put on the second successive century partnership in the ICC trophy of 101 runs. And let me tell you, the frontline bowlers of the West Indians, Kemar Roach and Ravi Rampal, was bowling a lot of short balls and wide balls, so that were very, very gleefully accepted as offerings by Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan, who cracked a lot of boundaries, and they actually had the score galloping to 101 for no loss in 16 overs. So the century partnership has come in the 16th over itself. And some very nice strokes, as I said. Rohit Sharma was all class. Shikhar Dhawan was full of, as I said, a fearless knock, full of bravery. Lots of bold strokes played by Shikhar Dhawan. He was dropped once. It was a difficult chance by Kieron Pollard when he was probably, if I'm not wrong, he was on 12. And then Kemar Roach dropped him. It was a top edge. And that was when his score was 41. So other than that, Shikhar Dhawan gave nothing away, and both of them played well. And then Sunil Narine was the wicket taker, as he provided the breakthrough and a great relief for West Indies, as he picked up Rohit Sharma, who was caught behind by Charles, trying to actually flick a delivery, got an edge. Charles behind the stumps did the rest. As you know, Charles was the wicketkeeper today because Dinesh Ramadhan has been suspended for 2 matches after claiming a catch of Misbah-ul Haq, as you will all know. When you read the you would have read about it, I suppose. So he has been banned for 2 matches, and that's the precise reason Johnson Charles was keeping wickets for West Indies. So Rohit Sharma was gone, caught Charles, bowled Narine for 52, not before hitting a 50, his second successive 50 in this championship here, out for 52 or 56 balls with 7 nicely hit 4s by Rohit Sharma. And then Virat Kohli, who came in and joined Shikhar Dhawan at the time, was looking pretty good with his timing. He was stroking the ball sweetly, and he was hitting lots of boundaries. He played only a brief knock of 22, but looked very, very impressive of 18 balls with 4 fours, unless this happened when Virat Kohli, trying to actually play Sunil Narine, played across the line, and he was clean bowled by Sunil Narine for 22 of 18 balls with 4 fours. As you know, Sunil Narine was the only wicket taker today, and the score read 127 for 2 for India. But absolutely nothing to worry about. Dinesh Karthik came in. He first started just settling down, just trying to gauge the nature of the pitch. Once he did that, he also blossomed, starting playing some very good strokes. In fact, his strokes were pretty good. He was reaching the ball very well and beautifully stroking the ball. As Shikhar Dhawan, as I said, he was nicely doing his work there, and both of them went on to another big partnership, another century partnership for India. For the 3rd wicket, there was a brief interruption for rain, but that didn't really matter. After that, it was the batting power play after the break, and India were always, even if the Duckworth-Lewis had actually come into effect, India were absolutely in control. So they had nothing to fear, thanks to Shikhar Dhawan, who went on to record his second successive century in the ICC Champions trophy, which has not been done by any other person in the Champions trophy. And what a great record, and what a player Shikhar Dhawan, the Indian opener, is turning out to be. Not out on 102 of 107 balls with 10 fours and 1 6. And Dinesh Karthik, well, after the batting power play, Dinesh Karthik was playing a lot of strokes, so one was wondering whether Shikhar Dhawan will get to his century, but eventually he did there. And Dinesh Karthik, Shikhar Dhawan was also pretty humble. What he did is he actually decided to just let Dinesh Karthik also get his 50, and Dinesh Karthik was the one who hit the winning runs in fine style. by not only taking India to win, but also to his individual landmark of 50 runs to win, not out on 51 of 54 balls with 8 fours. Was an attractive innings from Dinesh Karthik, and Shikhar Dhawan, as I said, a fearless knock of 102 of 107 balls, 10 fours and 1 6. India in the 40th over romping home by 8 wickets, and what a victory for India. 236 for 2 was the final tally for India in the 40th over. India going to victory. As far as the bowling was concerned, as I said, Kemar Roach and Ravi Rampal wasted the power play there. Roach 6 overs went for 47 runs, absolutely off color today compared to what he did against Pakistan. Rampal 6 overs went for 28 runs. Sunil Narine 2 for 49 for him. Sometimes he definitely turned the ball at times. Darren Sammy 4 overs 23 runs. Dwayne Bravo bowled 5 overs for 36, 4 overs for 17 for Marlon Samuels. Gale bowled 1 over for 11 runs, and Kieron Pollard 3.1 overs, no maiden, none for 21. India top of the table and reaching the semi-finals of the ICC Champions Trophy 2013. That essentially means that Pakistan are out of the tournament, and also the India-Pakistan match, as you know, one can't say it is going to be a dead rubber, because there will be still lots of interest left, because India-Pakistan match is always a battle of the titans. So whoever wins, even if Pakistan managed to beat India in that match, they would have their morale would be lifted, and they would have lots of solace. But I know India is not the one to really easily give into it. We are going to have a cracker of a game on 15th of June between India and Pakistan. But India are the ones who are on the ascendant, and India are the ones who would be supremely confident. But Pakistan, their morale has taken a huge dip, and it will take tons of patience for them to come out of it and play against India and win the match against India. And well, the man of the match, rightly so, I thought, that Ravindra Jadeja, for his 5 wickets for 36 runs, which has never been done in ICC Champions Trophy history, got the man of the match. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note, your host Ram would like to end the cricket show for today. Hope you all liked it. Thanks for your company, and thanks for regularly watching this Cricket Happening show, dear friends and subscribers. That's it for today, and see you all tomorrow with the Trans-Tasman clash coming up tomorrow between Australia and England, which is a day game. Until then, it's goodbye from your host Ram. Thank you.